Tensions in West Asia have escalated after high-stakes talks between the United States and Iran collapsed following nearly 21 hours of negotiations. US Vice President J.D. Vance said Iran refused to commit to abandoning a nuclear weapons path. However, Iranian officials rejected the claim, insisting that their nuclear program is only for peaceful purposes. Following the collapse, US President Donald Trump announced that the US Navy would immediately begin the blockade of the Strait of Hormuz. He warned that any vessel paying what he called illegal tolls to Iran would not have safe passage. The Strait of Hormuz is one of the world's most important oil routes, with nearly 20% of global oil supplies passing through it. Iran's control over the strait has already restricted Gulf exports and pushed global energy prices higher. Reports say US naval destroyers have moved into the region ahead of mine-clearing operations, signaling Washington's intent to reopen the route. The talks, mediated by Pakistan, aimed to end 6 weeks of conflict that began on February 28th. The conflict has killed thousands and caused widespread infrastructure damage. A fragile 14-day ceasefire is set to expire on April 22. Iran blamed Washington for the failure. Iranian Foreign Ministry spokesperson Ismail Baghai said, both sides reached some understanding but remained divided on key issues. Iran's chief negotiator and parliament speaker Mohammad Baghir Ghalibaf said the US failed to gain Iran's trust. Iran also proposed lifting sanctions, withdrawing US forces and recognizing its strategic rights. Pakistan Foreign Minister Ishaq Dar said Islamabad helped mediate negotiations and will continue efforts for dialogue. Meanwhile, India's External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar met UAE Deputy Prime Minister Abdullah bin Zayed Al Nahyan in Abu Dhabi to discuss the evolving regional situation. At the same time, tensions are rising in Lebanon. According to The Guardian, the Israeli military demolished entire villages in southern Lebanon, including Taibeh, Nekhora and Deir Seryan, using explosives. The demolitions reportedly followed calls by Israeli Defense Minister Israel Katz. Tactics used in Gaza. These actions have drawn strong criticism. In a further escalation, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu visited southern Lebanon on Sunday and met Israeli troops wearing what appeared to be a flag vest. Netanyahu said Israeli forces had eliminated the threat of an invasion by Hezbollah militants. In a video released by his office, which showed him surrounded by masked soldiers, Netanyahu said, "The war in Lebanon continues." With talks collapsed and military movements increasing, the situation in West Asia remains highly volatile, though diplomatic efforts are expected to continue.